Hi, I'm Kate, and welcome to my couch, where we discuss, I don't know, whatever's going on in the world in my brain or whatever. I haven't figured it out yet. And that's okay, because all of this is an experiment. I've been experimenting for 2 days on a completely different thing, though. I'm going on vacation. And because I'm not leaving for like 46 hours or so, I have spent the last 48 hours practicing to pack. Wish I were kidding. But I like to know exactly what fits in my space that feels reasonable. The diagrammed notes I took last night after I finally figured out a winning solution to my problem was maybe less, but I didn't type it up. I just left it handwritten and then it completely ignored it today and tried a bunch more times. And yeah, I think I've got it sorted. I don't like packing, but I like trying to see how well I can use my space. And I come from it's genetic. You should see my parents' pack a trunk. It's the Space Master gene. I have no spatial awareness, but I can pack a cooler. I can pack a trunk. I can pack a hiking backpack. Will it have all of the correct things in it? Fingers crossed. But practice makes perfect. Prior planning prevents poor performance. And I really hate surprises. So, yeah, I've been practicing packing for 48 hours. Totally normal. No, it's a totally, and actually, what does normal even mean? It's not that I don't like traveling. I enjoy it. I like seeing new places. I don't not like meeting new people, but I super hate trying new food. I will be perfectly honest. I am a child. I don't even eat the crust on my toast. However, I will eat the roll and everything else. I'm working on it. But here's the thing. I have a lot of food allergies, and when you're allergic to cumin, cayenne, curry, paprika, nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, anything with capsaicin, plus lactose intolerance and a gluten sensitivity, and yeah, I promise you that's a real thing, and I very much miss wheat thins. Yeah, no, I've had to give up a lot of food. Ever since my food allergies popped up when I was 12, they've just gotten out of control. And I'm 100% sure I'm definitely still consuming things I shouldn't be consuming, but girls gotta live. I lost milk chocolate this past year. Every year the lactose gets worse and worse. And technically everyone's lactose intolerant, but to a certain degree. And I've never been able to have ricotta, and now I can pretty much only have. None of this has anything to do with the price of tea in China. I've never understood that idiom, but I kind of like it. I mean, I don't not get it, but I don't even drink tea. It doesn't make sense. And let's not talk about freaking trade right now, because don't even. I wish more people had paid attention to economics. Anyway, traveling, vacations. We haven't been on a vacation. Okay. Technically speaking, we go to family summer houses frequently throughout the fall and spring. Not so much in the summer because that attracts people. um, so it's not like we haven't gone anywhere, but we haven't like been out of our home territories in, for me, I haven't gone out of like New England in 6 years. And Pete, it's about 5. And he loves the desert. So we're going to go to the desert. And we're going to go see, like, we're going to go see Vasquez Rocks so I can, like, pretend to fight a Gorn, I guess. I haven't quite figured out which. So many things were filmed there, but probably Kirk versus the Gorn is the thing that my brain comes to the most. So we've got to figure that out still. But I got a week to plan that. We won't be there until like a week from today, I think. I have to look at the itinerary, which I have digitally and typed out on my phone. And I think I have like screenshots of it too. I have alarms set. I'm very excited. And I'm also trying. Is there any way to eliminate every possible surprise? Because I think I've probably tried it at this point in time. And oh boy. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to this. It may not seem like it because I seem a little manic, but I've been practicing packing and that's made me a little squirrely. And I think I have rolled and unrolled the same clothing a bunch of times, and I'm not even entirely sure. No, some of the things that I actually have practice packed will be packed, but I will be doing laundry before we leave, just in case. Have to make sure the right t-shirts make it, you know? Now, just because I haven't traveled lately doesn't mean I haven't like traveled. If you've ever poked around my blog, you'll know that like, yeah, I've been to Europe and I've done some road trips. And in the summer of 1993, my whole family got into a minivan and we drove to Missouri, through Illinois and Ohio, and stopped at family in Pittsburgh and Ohio, and yeah, Illinois, and family reunion in Missouri. And if you know anything about the summer of 1993 and St. Louis, someday I'll go back to St. Louis and see what it's like when it's not completely underwater, because that was an experience. We still got to go up in the arch, though. That was really cool. And packing for that trip, that was like 1 or 2 weeks. I don't know. It was 1993 and I was 7. So been a hot minute. 31 years. It's weird when you get to like just throw around like decades when you're like, oh yeah, it's 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And then it's like you're not being hyperbolic. It's real. It's both fun, sad, and a little bit of a thing, but like time, she keeps progressing. So we just keep going on because like what choice do we have? Anyway, basically, if you're looking for travel tips, which I mean, there are millions and millions and millions. I don't even think I bothered Googling because I have my own what I need to do. And I advise look at the weather for where you're going. You won't know how to pack. If you can't get the 10-day forecast, at least look for like general averages, what it's been like there lately. I know we're dealing with 30-degree temperature swings because it will be wintry at night and summery in the day. And I mean, what else is new? This has been a weird, very mild year, and I'm not a fan of that. I like my 4 seasons. It's the ski instructor in me. I want winter. I miss skiing, but I'm afraid of falling because I've suffered a lot of damage and weakened bones as of late and don't have great health insurance. I digress a lot. That's the name of my blog. So check the weather. Figure out what clothes are comfortable to you. What are your goals while you're packing? What is the most comfortable way of packing? Are you willing to check a bag? What type of travel are you taking? Are you flying? Are you taking a train? Are you driving? If you're driving, honestly, if it fits in your car, take it. If you need it, take it. If you're taking the train, you can pack what you want in like, I wouldn't go much bigger than a standard carry-on or like a medium, large suitcase maybe, but take a smaller bag with you to pack overnight clothes and your toiletries and stuff, because if you just have a roomette, you're not going to have room for a bag. I promise you. If you're flying and you don't want to check a bag, then remember, we still have those liquids rules. I'm still toying with the idea on how I want to pack stuff, and I think I've got that settled. I just have to load the containers and figure that out. And honestly, we will be checking a bag, but the vast majority of our stuff will be in 2 backpacks that we're taking, plus, a personal effects, which mine will be a tote bag. And then we will be checking a bag because we're going to bring a cooler with us. And it'll just be easier to put that in a suitcase, and whatever else we just can't fit into a backpack. So like, I tried all morning, and I mean all morning today, to get my flip-flops in to my backpack, and it's just not happening. And that's okay. I don't actually need them, but I find that sometimes I just cannot wear shoes. And the desert sand will not be so hot you can burn the flesh off your feet, because that was a problem this summer. But I'm really talking about like just sitting in the car. If you have bunions, you understand. Sometimes the shoes just have to be off. Figure out everything you want to take with you. Lay it all out. And then neurotically try to see how it all fits in there. If packing cubes work, I have compression packing cubes. They're great for a suitcase. They're terrible for my inner frame backpack. And but my inner frame backpack is the best bag I have for this trip. So that's what I'm going to take. And as you can see, I rolled everything. And I've been doing that since my very first hiking trip, backpacking in the White Mountains up to Zealand Falls Hut when I was 6. And I did that every single summer and actually that backpack did the last 3 or 4 huts with me, I think. I'm trying to remember when I got it, but that bag has had some miles on it, and I'm looking forward to taking it on more adventures. So, I'm not out of the woods on this trip thing yet, because I probably won't actually calm down until I am on the first plane and we're flying. Yeah, we have to change planes once, but only once. And, as long as I am where I need to be when I'm supposed to be there, I'm generally good for a week. Because there's lots of creature comforts you can't shove in a backpack and isn't worth cramming into a checked bag and hoping for the best. Because honestly, we're kind of thinking that checked bag is just going to get put in the pod that we're going to be filling up when we clear out a storage locker in LA to ship it back here to go store in a barn. Because we're at capacity in this apartment. I'll be perfectly honest. So, wish me luck on not losing my mind on my vacation. I mean, I'm fortunate at all to be going on a vacation, and honestly, Pete needs it more than I do for obvious reasons. I've taken the last 6 months to myself. He is still working and being awesome. So we're going to his happy place for a week to just explore and adventure. And I think I'm going to try and vlog it a little. We'll see how that goes. I'm taking my laptop. That wasn't in my original plans, but at least one of our hotels doesn't have, it has electricity. It doesn't have a TV or phones in the room or anything like that. So, yeah, we're bringing a laptop and some external hard drives with stuff just to make sure that we have that. So, stay tuned. Let's see if my goal is to not have a freak out as much as possible. I'm going to be traveling with the person that keeps me the calmest, so I think I'll be okay. And really, I'm excited and extremely redundant in all of this. But you know what? I'm jumping out of my comfort zone for an entire week, and there's gonna be some tuck and rolling, and that's why, because I'm sure by now you've picked up on it. That is sort of my policy on life. We've got to do it anyway. Might as well. So have a great rest of your day. And really, don't forget to always tuck and roll.